Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is back again, and we're doing Nostalgia Critic, man. And he's doing nostalgia. What is it? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe: The Chronicles of Narnia. Like, man, this movie. I love this movie. First of all, like Liam Neeson, friggin' Liam Neeson making kind of a comeback with his movie career around this time. I think he had already also done Gangs of New York a little while ago, and then he was done as this lion, and then until Taken, like he just became like the greatest action star ever. So it's just a really long and spectacular road for Liam Neeson. But yeah, other than that, I kind of love this movie. I love the entire story. I've always loved the story. I had actually read the book for school when I was a kid, and I had read. I had watched the 1970s movie that they had. It's really freaking weird looking, honestly. But I always like this one the best because, it looks the best. But it's still, like, there's still some things that they always left out of the book. But, there's always going to be things like that. I feel like they get to the wardrobe a little too quickly, compared to the book. But, yeah, this whole, again, the whole movie is a spectacular story, Honestly, I was just thinking about this movie, literally just thinking about this because I was going over Return to Neverland, and some of my commenters know this, but, there's a lot of similarities between this movie, between this story and Return to Neverland, It's the same setting, World War II setting. They just stumble upon the place into the first person to go in there is a girl this time, and it's only one girl, even though there's three in this one. But still, like, there's a lot of similarities there's way too many similarities for comfort, and I wonder if he brings that up in this, and I'm kind of curious to see if he does. But let's not talk about it anymore, and let's just get into the episode. And remember, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. I remember sign up for my Patreon for all my latest reactions to all my latest videos. Now let's do this thing, y'all.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Guy, remember? So you don't have to. Why? What is that? It sounds magical.
Oh!
It seems to be whimsically coming from here. Wait, we're getting lazy with our enchanted transitions, aren't we?
No, damn
Narnia,
it.
here I come.
I love Narnia. Always loved this story. Tale as old as time, even though it's really not. Yeah, I know, nobody remembers it. Is that what you're gonna say?
Welcome to Narnia, the whimsical
Something or other.
Wait. Aren't you Susan Pevensey?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm the one who doesn't go to the promised land, or whatever the book calls it. Sick of everybody acting like the only ones who know that.
What is all this? I remember Narnia being such a lush and beautiful place.
Not anymore. That's Mr. Tumnus.
Am I missing something? Why is everything so off?
Why don't you ask Aslan?
Aslan, he's here?
Wow.
That's just ass.
Oh, come on, Detroit! Move like you got a pair!
This is what's left of everything. Pretty, huh?
I don't understand why I saw the Narnia movies. They were grand, epic productions. What happened?
They kind of stopped giving a shit, Honestly, I loved Prince Caspian, but I feel like it wasn't as grand and epic as the other one, and the ending kind of just came out of nowhere. Even though I really like it, and honestly, I think it's a little better than the first one.
Tell you what happened. Harry Potter, Percy Jackson,
Yeah.
the inheritance cycle.
That's true.
Especially don't like that last series, huh?
No, our literal inheritance cycle. None of their success passed on to us.
Hey, that's not true. The first Narnia film was a big hit, and I know kids still use them as a gateway to fantasy books.
Back in the old days, yeah. But now they have so many other options.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, everyone just sees us as VeggieTale Lord of the Rings.
So Disney just shoved our production into storage.
You mean like C.S. Lewis's symbolic representation of purgatory?
No, it's
No.
just storage. You Lewis fans, everything means something else.
Well, maybe Disney will bring Narnia back.
Nope. Netflix is making movies with Greta Gerwig.
That's something.
And Meryl
What?
Streep is playing Aslan.
That's
Huh?
confusing.
Face it, we had our time in the sun. Now the cold winter of silence has doomed us.
Man, and on its 20th anniversary, too. I really want to see more movies in this style.
Well, you know what they say.
What?
No, I'm asking. You know what they say? I'm too drunk to remember.
Well, as someone who
Jim
loved
Beam.
the first book, loved the first movie, and was looking forward to more, you have definitely made a big impact.
Do you like Prince Caspian?
Guess I'll get back to my office and leave you in this world of wonder.
Woo!
Don't follow me.
Nobody was gonna follow you.
You know this franchise deserved better.
Yes, yes, it did. It deserved a lot better. It's a shame.
2005, during an absolute boom in fantasy films, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe had been adapted a few times in the past, but there was an understanding nobody could, really adapt. Even in that cheapo anime film that came out years ago, there's kind of an understanding that's probably the best we're gonna get. Fans like me really enjoyed the first book, and it made sense that C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien were friends, as this is what got me into reading Lord of the Rings afterwards. I think these books were that segue for a lot of kids, and just like Lord of the Rings was said to be unfilmable, Narnia was that times 10. Not because we couldn't shoot giant armies or monsters, we got that down by that time. But how the hell do you tell a dramatic, epic story with talking fawns, lions, Santa Claus, and beavers seriously? Well, animation director Andrew Adamson, who had 2 giant critical and
Oh.
hits with the first 2 Shrek movies,
I didn't know that.
seemed to pull it off. He seemed to know how to get people into weird things, and through clever craftsmanship, careful pacing, and an absolute hunger audiences suddenly had for fantasy, he created a, okay, not perfect, but about as close to perfect adaptation you can get for the story at that time. The first film was loved. The second film was loved enough, despite some
I liked it. I liked
It
it.
was very mid at best.
Yeah, nobody even
Look,
knows.
never got anything mid from Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. Made a ton of those, but despite being 7 books, only 3 were made in the movies. There's even talk of waiting for the kids to get older so they'd be more age appropriate for the future films, but the series was eventually dropped. That's such a shame because I really wanted to see more from this particular rendition of this world, warts and all. Regardless of the after effects, this film still stands as an ambitious and delicately constructed adaptation. Like I said, there are flaws, but for what it had to bring to the big screen, I think it did a pretty amazing job. So let's go back and see how Hollywood filmed the other unfilmable fantasy. Because even I can acknowledge you can be too stuck in the past.
It's the Chronic.
What calls of Narnia?
The Chronic.
What calls of Narnia?
What the hell?
Now let's watch the version in epic movie.
I'm not drunk enough for that.
Let's take a look at Narnia, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The film opens with... Boy, they want to get to Aslan's death early on, don't they?
Welcome.
Jeez.
Actually, this is the London bombings during World War II, as the mother of the Pevensey family finds her kids aren't safe and has to send them away. Bed knobs and boomsticks was the working title.
Dad, where he wouldn't make us go.
They do a good job setting up the lead's personalities quick, as the book literally starts with them playing hide and seek and entering the wardrobe. Which I don't think would work very well in a movie. Roll and... Alright, for some reason back then, every fantasy film had to have either an Enya type or a Bjork type on the soundtrack.
These tears we cry.
Do you need a type like that to sing about your fantasy world? She is a fantasy world. They pass by many green screen stations until they arrive at their new home.
Mrs. McCready?
I'm afraid so.
That's a good line. They're sent to live with a rich professor who his caretaker says they're not allowed to disturb.
And above all, there shall be no disturbing of the professor.
He's determined to prove what's superior, myth or allegory.
We could play hide and seek.
The young is named Lucy, played by Georgie Henley, gets bored and asks her brother Peter, played by William Mosley, if they can play hide and seek. They all agree and she hides in the covered up wardrobe hidden in an entirely empty room. Sounds inviting. Oh boy, the acid just kicked in. Actually kept the set a secret to Henley so they could film her reaction seeing it for the first time.
Oh, really?
It's crazy to think this is all on a soundstage. She encounters a fawn named Mr. Tumnus, played by James McAvoy, and while he doesn't seem like the ideal casting for a role like
Did
this,
so
he knocks
well.
it out of the park.
What are you?
Well, I'm a thorn. You must be some kind of beardless dwarf?
At that point, I literally just got done watching him as the son of Paul Atreides in Children of Dune, so to see him giving such a different performance with the exact same amount of charm and intrigue really showed he could do no wrong once he could do wrong.
Ah, come on. I like that movie.
Shake it.
Why?
I don't know.
Jesus, the charm meter between these two is bubbling between the first 5 minutes of Up and any Carrie Elway's line in Princess Bride. I want to see him solve mysteries with Angela Lansbury. I like this as a trust your gut with those who seem trustworthy lesson, yet also a stranger danger scenario.
Yeah.
Enjoy the tea. It's from the Danny Masterson collection.
Such a terrible form.
She wakes up later to find he's actually up to no good.
I'm kidnapping you. It was the White Witch.
I drugged your drink. I can't imagine what you're seeing right now. You probably think I'm a fawn or something. She makes a plea to his good side, and he immediately decides to take her back.
The woods are full of her spies. Even some of the trees are on her side. No matter what happens, Lucy Pevensey, I am glad to have met you. Now go. Go.
This kid is so damn good. Just those little reactions feel so real and suck you in so much. I honestly think she would have gotten an Oscar nomination for this. She was that charming. If it wasn't for one moment that wasn't her fault. But we'll get to that in a bit.
I'm all right.
Shut up, he's coming!
I'm not sure you two have quite got the idea of this game.
She returns to find that the several hours have passed. We're only a few minutes back home. And she finds that Peter and her other siblings, Edmund and Susan, played by Skander Keenez and Anna Popplewell, don't believe her story.
Didn't I tell you about the football field and the bathroom cupboard?
When are you gonna learn to grow up?
Shut up! You think you're done, but you're not!
That's it. You're grounded, young man. Oh, maybe I do.
Maybe.
She returns to Narnia and Edmund follows her, stumbling across the White Witch, played by Tilda Swinton, and her minion, Ginnebrick, played by Karan Shah.
Edmund, you look so cold.
So good. Ugh. Fucking
Originally,
lady.
I thought Swinton could have been a little bit more subtle or a little bit more funny with the witch.
No.
But I did forget, she is basically a psychotic brat.
Seriously.
You can tell she's out of practice in terms of being nice and in trying to please Edmund. It's kind of like watching Pennywise trick his next victim. Their hunger for blood is so heavy, they have a hard time hiding how insane they are.
Can you make me taller?
Anything you'd like to eat?
Turkish delight?
Certainly.
What?
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. What?
And
Convinces her to bring her his siblings, but when Lucy sees he made it into the wardrobe, he lies later, saying there's nothing inside.
You know what little children are like these days? Don't know when to stop pretending.
With that said, who wants to visit the wardrobe and totally not hand themselves over to an evil queen? They literally run into the professor, played by Jim Broadbent. And who says maybe they should listen to their little sister more.
She thinks she's found a magical land. In the upstairs wardrobe.
No,
Say
that's
what?
where Gozer lives.
Gozer.
You don't?
I mean, logically, it's impossible.
What do they teach in schools these days?
Next they'll be saying the Earth's not flat. When they accidentally break a window, they look for a place to hide and naturally go inside the wardrobe and see Lucy was telling the truth.
I don't suppose saying we're sorry would quite cover it.
Am I the only one to think it looks like that snowball gave her a concussion?
You little liar.
They ball out Edmund for not telling them the truth and decide to warm up and look for Mr. Tumnus.
But that's a girl's coat.
So?
I know.
It's made out of 100% pure emasculation. When they arrive, though, they find Mr. Tumnus has been taken away.
Tumnus is hereby charged with high treason. Morgrim, captain of the secret police,
I know this is a serious moment, but I love imagining the wolves trying to sign that on their hind legs, figuring out how to use it with no thumbs.
It's like, come on, get it up on. Ow, ow.
Bird just psst us.
You two! Look up here! Look up here! Look up here!
They'll let to be honest, the moment of truth where you figure out if this film is gonna work or not. A talking beaver played by Ray Winstone.
I ain't gonna smell it if that's what you want.
And almost amazingly, it works pretty well.
Yeah, I love that.
What's you doing?
How do we know we can trust him?
Remember what Father said? Never trust beaver.
We're just talking.
Better left for safer quarters.
He means the trees.
I love the look on Peter's face, like, I have no idea how to say this line.
You've been out with Badger again.
Were you at another kegger at Toad Hall?
We'll see if we can get some food and some civilized company.
Don French plays his wife as they talk about how important the kids are to the future of Narnia.
You don't know, do you? They don't even know about the prophecy.
Now, I know the story was written in the 40s, so some tropes are gonna be dated, but I do cringe up whenever I hear the word prophecy in anything. First off, it usually
Alice in
feels like
Wonderland.
permission for an exposition dump.
When Adam's flesh and Adam's bone sits at Cair Paravel enthroned, the evil time will be over and done.
And second, I kinda have the same thoughts Owl House has about it. Granted, there's like a million other cliches that show totally indulges, but I
Look, kid, if everyone wants to believe they're chosen, we die waiting. But if we waited around for prophecy to make us special, that's why you need to choose yourself. I don't understand that, but alright.
I still agree, it's just a little too convenient. Honestly, since it's a kids' film and its audience might not be as used to this trope, I'm a little bit more open to it, but please, just call it something else. You could literally say they don't know about the cabbage poop. I don't know, and I'd still take it more seriously.
Ed?
Has Edmund ever been to Narnia before?
Evan sneaks away to the witch's palace where her guards are waiting.
My apologies.
Yeah.
Fortunate favorite of the queen.
Michael Madsen.
Or else, not so fortunate.
I'm the only one that feels like that wolf's voice needs more bass. I'm
Ah.
not saying I need a Dark Knight Cookie Monster voice, but this guy sounds like he's gonna be an attorney in Better Call Saul.
Shut up!
Can I skewer you? I mean, help you.
Dare you come alone?
And okay, I know the White Queen's outfits are supposed to be over the top, but she looks like a wedding cake. And somehow grew into it.
Yeah.
This way for your num-nums.
It would have been very easy for Emmon to be too unlikable in this, but both the actor and the writing tries to humanize him and show he's going through a lot and
Yeah.
can be exploited a little easier than the others.
Yes.
Honestly, both Lucy and Emmon easily could have been done wrong and made annoying for opposite reasons, but I think they were aware of that and put extra care into making sure that didn't happen.
You know what to do.
I want to hear the Black Rider music, but with canine lyrics.
Woof, woof, doggy moose.
They said they had to use computers to edit
CGI.
out the real dogs wagging their tails too much so they didn't look happy, and honestly, that is a slight problem. The CG dogs don't look very real, and the real dogs look too damn cute.
Yeah.
Aw, he just wants a friend. Evan is in prison, by the way, where they meet up with Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah, he's a stranger here, Your Majesty. He can't be expected to know anything.
Watch it, that almost hit me.
You know why you're here, Fawn? Because he turned you in for sweeties.
Well, at least it wasn't a shitty sweet like Turkish Delight. Oh, Edmund, that's the Yahoo search of candy! Sets out to find the others, and remember how I said in Fellowship of the Ring, right after the Balrog scene, people get a little antsy in their seats? Something about this shot, like clockwork, always gets the same reaction.
From
I
you?
think because we're about an hour in and not a whole lot of action has happened. Granted, it doesn't feel like an hour, but it doesn't feel short either.
I guess. I like this
This
part
scene
though.
certainly wakes people up. Father Christmas
Yeah.
appears. Yeah, the theology of C.S. Lewis is a little weird.
Hmm.
And I'm sorry, there is something just hilarious about Santa handing out weapons.
I hope you never have to use it. Battles ugly affairs. Trust in this bow.
What happened to battles are ugly affairs?
Kirk Cameron took over writing, didn't he?
Yeah.
Time to use these. Maybe near at hand.
Here, I just got Spaceballs the Flamethrower! Kids love this one.
Ah, I must be off. Winter is almost over.
I've many
Winter
children
is
to wrap
coming.
drone bombs for.
Merry Christmas!
He shoots a machine gun while riding off.
Told you he was real.
Knowing that armed man watches me and sneaks into my house at night, I'm very comforted by that.
Yep.
They get to a waterfall of melting ice as the wolves aren't far behind.
Think about this for a minute.
We don't have a minute.
Just trying to be realistic.
No, you're trying to be smart.
What?
Yes, that's what we were setting up for Susan. Yeah, if Lucy and Edmund had to be good for this film to work, Susan and Peter had to be good enough. They are trying to give them personality traits. They're just not as well developed as the other two kids. At least more time was put into them than the keying in some of these scenes.
Well, I never noticed it.
So many damn effects in this. You know not every one of them is going to be top-notch, but sometimes this does look like a Twilight movie. They escape the wolves, and as the weather gets warmer, they make their way to the much-built-up Aslan, played by Liam Neeson.
Our brother's been captured.
I
by
love
the
that.
Witch.
How could this happen?
He betrayed them, Your Majesty.
Wait, I know the source material. It's Peter who's supposed to betray me 3 times.
Castle of the Four Thrones, in one of which you will sit, Peter, as High King.
Neeson is a good choice for Aslan, bringing his own unique nobility to the character without copying what most kids would think of first, James Earl Jones. He does stand out, even though just by design there's likely to be comparisons. The sad thing, though, is he's not in the film much before the big sacrifice. In fact, he only has 5 collected minutes of screen time before that conflict begins. It's handled well, but I feel like I needed at least one more scene before that all got going. He does make a difference at big moments, though, like when he encourages Peter to save his sisters from the wolves.
Stay your weapons. This is Peter's battle.
Let the boy indulge his first taste of blood.
Also, you know, I thought that scene needed to be a little, you know, I thought the fight,
The boy indulge his first taste of...
I felt like this fight needed to be a little bit more impactful, or at least a little bit more drawn out, because I remember in the remake, I mean, not the remake, the 1970s one, the other live action one, they kind of built it up, and you know, they had to make it a little bit more drawn out, I guess, because the guy was in a suit and you had to make it believable. But you know, I felt like there was conflict there. They just kind of run into each other and like, you know, this is supposed to be the villain that, you know, teaches Peter that not to be afraid, and he has like no impact in this movie, and that's like the only thing I always was a little about.
No.
Peter, clean your sword.
It's a happy ending for this version of Peter and the Wolf, as he defeats the canine, and they even manage to get Edmund back.
Edmund!
Remember what I said, backstab me again and I'll gnaw your balls off.
What's done is done. There is no need to speak to Edmund about what is past.
Very well, no words.
I've seen what the White Witch can do. And I've helped her do it. And we can't leave these people behind to suffer for it.
There really is a change in Edmund, too. Like, he sees the weight of his actions and truly does become a different person throughout the rest of the film.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I think staring Tilda Swinton straight in the eye changes you. Which, God, I'm clever. The White Witch says because Edmund betrayed them, by law, she has to sacrifice him.
His blood is my property.
Try and take him then.
Do you really think that mere force will deny me my right?
Well, as a boy raised in the 40s, it's all I know. Aslan invites her to step into his office. Man, waiting to see if I'm gonna die is so boring. They come to an agreement, and later that night, Aslan walks into the woods as Lucy and Susan ask if they can join him.
I would be glad of the company for a while.
And that's what's gonna happen to me. If you tell my armies they can prepare a strategy for my return and save a lot of lives, or I could just say I'm gonna die and you two can be traumatized.
Find him. Let him first be shame.
Where can it make the ending of Braveheart the ending of Braveheart?
Oh my god.
Death is appropriately rough for a PG film. I mean, my PG deaths have melting faces, but this is still pretty effective. As Lucy and Susan send word about what happened through the trees.
Trees.
I would have liked more if it was a bit abstract, kind of like they can just tell through the wind and the leaves that Aslan is no more. Kind of like what Rafiki did figuring out that Simba was still alive. But my guess is this is supposed to be similar to an angel messenger. Again, not sure if you put together, this is the Bible!
Yeah.
Grave news from your sisters.
Oh, how do I put it? What's on your right leg and is also a studio that loves to kill lions?
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
Without Aslan, so Peter joins Dwayne the Rock Centaur to
I also would have gone with Roman Tar Reigns. Yeah. Hey, come on. Guy looks like Roman Reigns, more like Roman Reigns. Whatever you go like. Wait.
Are to lead the charge against the White Queen. Oh, come on, she's
Polaris.
wearing our Jesus as a hat!
Hmm.
Speaking of which, Aslan does return thanks to an enchanted loophole.
When a willing victim who has committed no treachery is killed in a traitor's stead, stone table will crack, and even death itself would turn backwards.
The God!
You sex, nah.
Yes.
War. We have to help them.
Christ, kid, what did Santa Psycho teach you?
I always loved that. It always looked like Aslan would be like, yo, the fuck? You know, that knife was way too close to me. Calm down.
Their way to the witch's castle, where Lucy sees Mr. Tumnus has been turned to stone.
This is always weird, the way she cries here.
This is the moment I think actually cost this kid awards, and again, it's not her fault. See, the actress admitted she has an expression a lot of people do, where when she starts to cry, it looks like she's smiling. During this scene, it's a little distracting. But here's the thing, you just don't show that. This so easily could have been edited out and be just as effective. Watch. See, it still works. I know so many people that said that kid was amazing, except she had this thing where it looked like she was smiling a lot of the time when she was supposed to be crying. That took me out of it. No, it is literally only this moment, and it easily could have been avoided. But everyone remembers it, and it so leaves an impact, people think it happened more than once. I still think this actress did amazing, but whoever made that editing choice, that should have been the moment put on the table to turn time backwards.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Aslan uses his powers to bring all the frozen people back to life. Your brother sucks. What's going on? The fight for Narnia.
Yeah, it was cool.
It's a pretty bitchin' battle.
Yeah. Fucking Phoenix out of nowhere. Bitch! Frozen bitch!
Also, too, that this was shot in New Zealand, came out after Lord of the Rings. The author was a friend of the author of Lord of the Rings. Yet nobody sees this battle as a ripoff of Lord of the Rings.
No.
It really does a good job being badass on its own without feeling like it's borrowing from one of the biggest fantasy epics ever. That was very hard to do at that time. Also, Swinton just looks so freaking cool through all this. Aslan can bring me back to life. I had
Nah, I don't think so.
Aslan does return, though, with the people he freed, and they end up defeating the White Witch.
I always wondered, why does he stop there? Did they get together at one point? Ew.
Now that's how you do a perfect edit.
Yeah.
Everything in this Clan X works. This is one of the best unintentionally funny deaths ever. It gets a laugh. Every single screening of this I've ever been to. Even the kids on the commentary laugh.
Oh, this battle, and we did turn up, but
I want squashing enemies in Mario Brothers to make that sound. The White Witch's reign is over, and Narnia will now be ruled by a representative republic. Kings and queens, that works.
Yeah,
May your
well.
wisdom grace us until the stars rain down from the heavens.
These 4 idiots who walked into a closet will now rule you, peasants. Do it or I'll eat you. Aslan out.
Roar.
Hey, look, there's 2 sets of paw prints in the sand. It's been nearly a lifetime in Narnia. Fun fact, they actually got the older sister of the actors who play Lucy to play her older version.
Oh, look at that.
On the light post that leads them right back to where they started.
I went through puberty twice for this.
Gas cannon match, burn it down. I mean, tries to see if she can get back to Narnia.
Will we ever go back?
It'll probably happen when you're not looking for
I prefer the alternate ending where Aslan steps out with a flamethrower saying, "You're not gonna believe this!" And that was Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Sure, there's a few pacing issues, and some elements could be fleshed out a little more, but I think this is a pretty difficult adaptation for film, and it pulled it off pretty damn well. Most of the acting is on point, a good chunk of the effects are impressive, and the ones that aren't still have a lot of style and creativity, and it kept pretty close to the feel and spirit of the book. It's a shame they didn't keep going with this team and these actors, as I would have loved to have seen how they would have tackled the other stories in this vein. But I guess I should be happy we got what we got at all. Like I said, this easily could have been a disaster with a ton of elements not coming together, but you can tell they really took their time to try and get this as good as they could, given that time period. It may not be as popular as Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, but it's still got a place in the hearts of anyone who loves the roar of fantasy.
The 98 degrees of this
And
time.
you know what? Even though it's not the most popular one out there, they still deserve to know they did a good job.
Yes.
Hey, I really wanted to let y'all know how...
Hey, mind the chestnuts.
What?
Christ,
What?
Too?
Calm down.
I'm awesome.
I'm assuming you're here to give them the encouragement they need.
Yes, and weapons.
Huh?
That's what I'm talking about. I fixed the kickback on that one. Oh, and what have we here? An Uzi for Susie.
Uzi for Susie.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, what are you doing?
We're gonna show Netflix that no reboot can replace us.
We're gonna turn life itself backwards.
But don't you trust Disney and audiences will find their way back to you?
No!
By the way, this counts as my Christmas episode this year. You guys validate.
Don't you dare.
Slay's taking up like 7 spots.
Well, there's still people who have a soft spot for this version. Though maybe not soft enough. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and I have some authorities to call.
God, it's more like, is some people gonna die? But yeah, I love that. That was a good one. I love that movie. I hope he does Prince Caspian because, again, personally, it's my favorite one. I believe it's the best one. I could never understand why people didn't like it when it came out. It was Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones. Well, not really, but they tried. They tried to make it more interesting. You know, I wouldn't say Game of Thrones is more like a Starz History Channel, not a Starz period piece. Yeah, if you guys know what I mean. But yeah, I really love these. Well, I love the first two. I've still never seen the Dawn Treader, honestly. I don't know if I ever will, but maybe because of the channel. If you guys want me to watch it for the channel, that'd be great. Like, maybe I'll watch all the movies for the channel. I know Aiden hasn't watched any of them, and I know he'd love these movies. And yeah, this movie's like, again, in my opinion, Prince Caspian is the best. And honestly, I think they should have kept going on with the what do you call it? With the palace intrigue, if you know what I mean. But yeah, what do you guys think of these movies, and should they have continued with them? Let me know in the comments, and remember, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, it's time for my Patreon for all my latest reactions to all my latest videos, and I'll see you on the next episode.